Hey guys, I am lighting sage and you are in my bathroom. So, what am I doing here and what has all this got to do with beliefs? Are you feeling really low these days or in the last few days? Are you feeling really kind of not the greatest energy, not feeling that good, and just feeling kind of low vibration? Well, you're in the right place. I want to talk about that today. So, what has all this got to do with beliefs and how is it affecting your life? So what exactly are beliefs? If you're watching this live, please share. If you're watching the replay again, let me know what you think about that. So if beliefs are basically, this is Palo Santo, by the way, Palo Santo stick. I'll tell you what I'm doing right now in a few minutes. So beliefs are nothing but thoughts that you have identified yourself with. What does that even mean? So say the weather is like now, like in New England, it's raining and it's kind of not the greatest, and then you're like, it sucks, life sucks right now. That's a belief system. So you're holding on to a belief, and that belief affects your life. And how that's all connected. So usually if you think about emotions, right? There's a thought that comes up and then there's an emotion that arises with that thought. It could be a very happy emotion, it could be a more high vibrational emotion, or it could be one of the lower vibrating emotions like anger or sadness or anxiety or overwhelm or any of those things, and they're usually connected with a thought. And that thought is often connected with a belief that you're holding. And if this makes sense, please share with me if this is even resonating for you. So we are in general very caught up in those thoughts and those beliefs, and that creates our days, and everything is like dependent. So say you're driving and someone cuts you off, and then you're all pissed off, right? And then you go to work, and then like the same energy, you bring that energy to your workplace. That creates your current situation. And it's really important to shift out of those emotions. It's very important to shift out of those thoughts, but after you acknowledge them. And there are ways that you can actually shift out of those beliefs. And the reason I wanted to come here and talk to you about this, hi Maria, I wanted to talk to you guys about this is because I have been stuck in my own thoughts and my own beliefs that I didn't even know existed. And a lot of these beliefs were holding me back in my life. And I was feeling very, very stuck in those paradigms that I had created in my own head about things that were happening in my life. And it was really kind of making me overwhelmed and anxious and depressed, like all those things that that my usual go-tos, right? And it's very easy, those are my fallbacks, and if I don't catch it, it's very easy to tumble into those things. So over the course of years, I've actually learned to be very grateful for that downward spiral, because it tells me something is not working right and it's time to release it. And I'm very grateful for that, but it takes me some time. In the last week, I've been going in this downward spiral of like self-worth, of not feeling good enough, feeling like I'm not progressing the way I want my life or my business to progress. And it's very interesting to see that, because then I tend to so I want to talk to you about how I shift out of those things. I'm not yet fully out of it either. So I'm going to be just, this is real life. I'm not out of it, but I work on coming out of that stuff. And Maria is saying all moon stuff until July 1st. You are absolutely right, Maria. There is the full moon, the moon cycle also affects our emotions, and it's an opportunity to shed. It's an opportunity to shed. Oh, Rebecca, thank you. Thank you. Yes, it is. It's not pleasant at all. Being in this muck of emotions is not pleasant. So why am I in my bathroom, and why am I doing this in the bathroom? Because I work with intuition, and if you notice, I haven't been very much present on social media, and it's because I haven't felt inspired to come on here. And when I get guidance to come on here, I will show up in my bathroom. So what am I doing? How do I shift out of these emotions? First of all, I start journaling. I've been journaling like a crazy person, writing down my thoughts, writing down the beliefs. Everything is a belief. If something is not working in your life, it's because you are associating your life with a belief. And so connect with that and write it all down, because every one of them can be disputed. And Maria's saying this is Mama's office. Yes, thank God, my kids are all asleep. So I have here sage, I have here Palo Santo. These two are something I use to clear my energy system. So I've been journaling, I've been burning sage, and I'm going to burn sage, and then I'm also going to take a bath with some Epsom salt, with Himalayan salt, and with baking soda. So all of those things are very, very cleansing. I tend to resort to like all the natural stuff. So I basically sage my whole body, especially my, the energy centers, and I sage the room a lot, and that usually keeps it cleansed. And then I have here Epsom salt, I have here baking soda, and I have here Himalayan salt. All those are very cleansing. I already put some essential oils in them. As you can see, I'm actually going to put a bunch of essential oils and take a bath in it, because all of this and with the intention of letting go of all the beliefs. Because if you do not set the intention, it doesn't work very, everything is mind, right? Everything comes down to mind. The mind is so powerful, it can either make you or it can break you. So setting an intention of releasing anything that is no longer serving you. And it also is requiring you to take a step into the unknown, closing doors. Because when you close the door, it opens up other avenues. And when you close the door, it also shuts off that whatever is draining that energy. And so it opens up more space for new things to come in. So it requires a lot of courage. It requires a lot of inner strength to do that. So I've actually put Valor essential oil in my bath, in the bath salt, to give me courage to do that. Yes, Rebecca's saying so true. Absolutely. It's vital to have that courage to say no to things that are no longer serving you. And that also means looking at your relationships around you, and to look at what is serving you and what is not, and being able to say that I'm ready to close those doors because they're bringing me down. It's very, very hard to do, but it's vital to be able to do that. And also saying no to those beliefs that are there. For me, my beliefs, like when I tune in, so when I write down my beliefs, right, and what I also do is I go into, where's this belief coming from? How did I first form this belief? And I just sit in meditation, I close my eyes, and I ask, like, where's this belief coming from? Has it served me? And is it serving me right now? And some of those beliefs, so I'll speak out, so maybe this will make more sense to you guys. So there's a belief that no matter how hard I work, I will not be successful. And what does even successful mean? Okay, so this is a very deep-rooted belief that I've had pretty much all my life, and it's been there not only with this, but like with other things too. It just creep up. And on the outside, if you look into my life, you're like, what are you talking about? You're like so successful, right? But in my own belief system, this is something I operate from without, and unconsciously, without even knowing. And when I dig deeper, it comes down to, things that I might have somehow being said to me when I was a child, and when I trace it back, it goes down to like past lives. I don't know if you guys believe in past lives or not, but I come from a culture where past lives are like norm. And so past lives where I had failed, where I had let my family down, where my children starved, or like random things like that happened. We all have those lifetimes. And so it is coming from some part of me that for that part of me it's true, but it's not true for this current life. It's not true. And it's time to let those go. And this is how I let it go. I write it. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I burnt it. And these rituals, these are just rituals. They had no meaning to them other than it's an intention. Like you're setting an intention and walking through that. Why do people walk on fire, right? You know, Tony Robbins, if you go to one of his workshops, they walk on fire, on coal, hot coal. It's because it's this act of like saying, I'm saying no to this anymore. Like this is not serving me. I'm saying no to this. And trusting that the divine has a path ready for you after that. So it's really important, like the trust comes in, surrender comes in, and saying that I'm not going to subscribe to this anymore. So hope this helps you guys. Rebecca says that it really speaks to you. I'm so glad it does. And Maria, you did this, huh? You smelled like bonfire. That's right. Yes, and you have the same thought system. Yes, I totally agree. So before we end, I just want to share with you guys what all I put in this. I put valor, I put frankincense, those are my go-to. I put some of the citrus oils because citrus oils tends to be very cleansing. I'm also going to put lime. I'm going to put geranium. Geranium also helps ground me. Sacred Mountain. And I literally like just dunk a few drops in it, and it's pretty concentrated, but I like it that way, and it really helps. I also put some peppermint and rosemary because I'm very congested. I rarely ever get sick. And to me, that's a sign that something is moving through me because I do not get sick. And when I do, that means that something in me needs to be released. And I don't know if it's allergies, I don't know what it is, but I feel very clogged up from here on. And that basically means that I need to release stuff. And here are all my emotional oils. I have Believe, I have Release. Release is one of my favorite. I put Transformation. All these guys are gonna go into this essential oils. And then I'm gonna put it in the bath and soak in it with the intention of releasing everything. And I'm also going to massage my scalp, my hair, like with all these oils as well, because that also helps. I'm going to sleep with it so that it will just work on releasing these emotions. Do you need essential oils? Do you need a bath? Do you need sage? Probably not. You can do any of these things without it, but we are energy beings, right? And so the energy, as long as it stays cleansed, it will help you. And these things cleanse your system, your energetic system. So I hope this helps you guys. And if you took any of these things and you practiced it, please share with me how it helped you. Even just journaling, the act of journaling and putting things down on paper and saying, I no longer subscribe to this, helps a lot. And then asking for guidance, surrender and asking for guidance. Oh, hi Barb, and I'm glad you like that too. Yes, please share when you've tried it. And if you have any questions, please write it down because I would love to support you guys through this process. We're all on the same journey. Some ahead, some behind, but we're all on the same journey of getting through life. This what is this called? Earth School? Earth School. Yeah, I call this Earth School. I've heard this term before and I was like, that is excellent. This is Earth School. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I'm so glad it was helpful. Please practice some of these things and I'm here to help you guys. DM me or PM me or like share here as well. All right, take care guys. Bye.